Days after the bloodshed at Lekki toll gate, Lagos State, Nigeria, and the presidential address to Nigeria, GTV Africa's crew took to the streets of Nigeria to hear the views of our fellow countrymen. Join me in listening to what they had to say.
You are in this country?
I'm in this country, sure.
You observe what has been going on?
Yes.
What is going on?
Yes.
What is your take?
Well, this issue, we expect this. What's happening now, we expect this because the challenge we are having is concerning election. We don't have election again in this country. What we have is election. So there are some set of people, they select who they want to be on the seat. They select whosoever they want to be. There's no election again. Election doesn't count again. Vote doesn't count again. So that's the problem. That's the major problem of this country.
What has the election got to do with the NSAS and
and when you have people that were elected and they are doing the will of people, the will of the citizens, there won't be issue. You know, these people they are putting people. It's this country that you see a nurse doing a kind of a furniture work, seeing a furniture person being in the ministry. You understand? This country, the seats they are not giving it to the right people. You understand? They are not giving it to the right people. They are not giving people. They are not giving it to the people's choice. You understand? So election doesn't count again. And once people are there, before people speak, before you see this NSAS now, people have bear it a lot. You understand? They've been nursing this pain. So this is a kind of opportunity for people to voice out their agony. So.
But the NSAS has come to another thing entirely. You can see people looting another person's property. Is that proper?
According to what we see, the people protesting, the protesters are not armed. They didn't go out with anything. You can't find knife for them. I think it's hoodlums. The politicians sponsor some hoodlums to go and scatter them. So that's just the issue. That's just the truth. It's not the protesters. It's the politicians that sponsor the hoodlums.
Are you sure?
We are very sure now because even part of the NSAS, I was there. You understand? So there's nothing like ammunition, knife or anything. We didn't hold anything, either live, either even small arms. There's nothing like that. But we believe politicians sponsor some hoodlums come and cause confusion.
They are the one looting now.
They are the one causing issue now.
So what do you think government should do about that?
We thank God Mr. President has spoken. So we are still waiting to see the intervention of the government. We believe if they intervene and they do the right thing, this country will still remain in peace.
What do you think? Can you just tell us part of what the president said because of people that were not fortunate to listen to him?
Part of what the president said? Yeah. Well, the major key, what I just hold there is that he believe, even if he said it, that he believe it's not the protesters that are causing all this issue, that people hijack. They hijack the protest from them. That's the hoodlum. So that's the major thing I mark. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Your name?
I'm Emmanuel.
And you live at this?
Yes, this is my area.
This area is called what?
This is Ado, Secretariat Junction.
Because what we are seeing in Nigeria today is just a condition, because Nigeria youth have been patient enough. When it comes to election, politicians use the youth in ringing election, causing violence. But today we have not seen the evidence of democracy from the people in affairs of the nation. If you look, before then in 1999 when we welcomed democracy into Nigeria as a democratic nation, we have what they call local government autonomy. Today a governor supersedes what is going to local government. They take local government as their own personal company. Whatever come from the federal government, they share it among themselves. You know, the days then we see local government construction a bridge, construction of road, bringing transformer to community. But today is the work of governor. So governor will be there are some states that not even conduct local government election today, and we are still under democratic society, and we say we have three arms of government, which is federal, state, and the local government. So they have sustained the local government, and that is why the youth from the grassroots, they are under from the local government. So in the days you see somebody that was trust from the community being a councillor, being a chairman, but today somebody that I know from Abuja, you be a friend or maybe a houseboy to a governor, today you can give me a local government chairman. That person will not have goodwill to develop the community that he's coming from. He only develop his pocket. He will take the money back to Abuja, build a house, carry many girlfriends. This is how they use for. But you know the days if you are from the community and they were elected to represent the community, you do the needful because you don't know to go back to Abuja. You remain in that community after your tenure. So that is one of the major problems, and the lack of we our people, because the address that the president addressed the protester is too late for me as a Nigerians. Because for him, he's supposed to come out maybe 5 days or 2 days of the protester, come outside, address Nigeria, either through the vice president or through himself, so that people should. But now they have wasted most of people's life in Lekki, in Lagos. So for him to come back and address yesterday is too late. And we as a youth, and the point that he raised is not even concerning the killing of the youth. It's not even addressed concerning what to even cool mind of the Nigerian youth now. So for him, I want him to come back again and address Nigeria and then show appreciation to the youth. Because if you look his cabinet today, under Buhari government, that's where we see a minister, age of 80-something, Minister of Agriculture, will be telling Nigerians will be tightening their belt, that the hardship will be our. So see our leader, they are telling us that the hardship, there will be a full scarcity in next year. So that is to show that that's what is among the things that break the heart of the youth that come on the street. That yes, in 5 years of President Muhammadu Buhari as the president of this country, we as a youth have not seen any of his direction to development of this country. We will not see anything because whatever comes outside is on top of the situation. You will say committee on top of committee. So we see Buhari celebrating corruption, not fighting corruption. Because if you see Magu, what happened between Magu? If it is a president that fights corruption, is to send Magu before the police. The court of law should be prosecuting Magu, not to set a judicial inquiry on Magu. So when Magu now they died some of the ministers under Buhari government, that is why they are setting him free. So for me, if you want to fight corruption, let the agency in charge arrest Buhari and Magu and prosecuting people. So we have somebody like former Secretary to the State Government, Baba Shelawa, he hit his own money. He's from the northeast. But whatever the resources, the money they give him to in order to give to ordinary Nigeria, he divert his own personal use. So today, the problem of poverty in the northeast and Nigeria at large is still there. So for we, if Buhari want to address Nigeria, let him bring way out. Because like he raised issue of empower yesterday, and the empower most of ordinary Nigeria are not benefiting. It's our senator that's selecting people whom they want to be there. Ordinary me, I have applied many jobs. I'm a graduate, an NC holder. So I apply many jobs online through federal government, either loan, but I don't have it. Because of what I don't have connection to any senator or any minister. So for we, Buhari coming out, our president coming out to address Nigeria, he have not addressed the issue. So he should come back and address Nigeria and bring way out. Let ordinary common Nigeria on the street that not even have anybody on the position to benefit from his government. So you see, food to eat now is a problem. A sachet tomato in 2014, before administration of President Muhammadu Buhari, was sold at the rate of 30 naira. But today in Nigeria, in Nasarawa State here, where we are in Ado here, they sell at the 130 naira. Where are we going? Rice. When Buhari was coming, our president was coming in 2015. In one of his campaign in Kano, he said a bag of rice will be 1,000 naira. We don't know that a noodle of rice is going to be 1,000 naira. So we urge him to do well. Nothing is moving. That is what led you to come outside. These protests have never happened before. It's only when we are fighting for independence that is where youths come. But this one have to show him to know that whatever they are briefing him, the ministers and the directors that are briefing him, they are lying. It's not something that is happening on the street in Nigeria. So we are the one that feel the pain. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Your name?
My name is Comrade Hassan Abdurrahman.
My feeling is that he's the president, he has his opinion, but as far as Nigerians are concerned, in respect of the issue on ground, he has not addressed the issues. The expectation of Nigerians is to address the issue holistically. What has happened as far as this end-size protest is concerned is an offshoot of so many things that has happened to the citizens. You know, the citizens are angered, and the youth have only demonstrated through the end-size, but there are so many issues. For example, Nigeria is a country as it has diversity. Diverse as it is, God has placed us in this country. But the coming of this government have polarized this country. By way of appointment, so many times Nigerians have complained about the appointment, more especially of the service chiefs. Yet this government have given deaf ears. And even the employment issue, the youth are not employed at all. Rather, they are made unemployed by the day, because even the companies that were working before now, that used to absorb the youth, are no longer working. So people are getting unemployed every day. And another thing is that at the coming of this government, the debt of Nigeria was cancelled. I could remember, every Nigerian can remember very well, that General Obasanjo, the president then, as he came in, canvassed for the cancellation of the debt all over the world, and it was cancelled. It was forgiven. It was waived out. Now, the handover of the debt to this present government was just about 4 trillion or thereabout. Today, it is almost 40 trillion. So, and you can see the killings all over. People are complaining about this herdsmen and the rest, even on the farms. If the federal government is saying people should go to the farms, and people are being killed on the farms, even in Katsina, you can see here protests, even in Zamfara, in Sokoto and all over Nigeria. People are insecure. Now, the complaint is too much, and that's why the youth have come out to do this. Now, what we expect as a father is to address all the issues that brought about this, because as the government, they cannot come to not have known what has transpired to this time. Now, even the fight against corruption, how can you fight corruption when your appointment is seen and believed to be sectional? You understand? Even the service chiefs, for example, they were called by the government, by Nigerians, to lay off the service chiefs since their time is due. He don't want to let them off, and the insecurity is going on. So what is happening? That's why Nigerians are angered. That Nigerian youth are angered, and he has not addressed the issue, as far as we are concerned.
Sir, your name?
I'm Ibrahim, Malam Ibrahim.
Sir, you watch what your youth are doing in Lagos. The main people that started the NSAS, they were not carrying arms. But
yes, that's the problem. Thank you very much. That's the problem we have in this country.
Who brought those ones?
That's the question. Because the government have not addressed those, because the protesters were armless. They were peaceful. They were demonstrating, and it's constitutional. Now, all of a sudden, we saw people having arms and killing people, looting and destroying shops. This one, the government cannot claim that they are not being partial. Why didn't they address those that have joined, the hoodlums that have joined? Because the protesters in the first place, they were not having arms. They were peaceful. Why at the end, the hoodlums even here around Abuja and Lekki, they were having arms? From where? So that's the question. And that's to tell you that we don't want to address, or the government is not ready to address the root of the matter. That's why the youth are angry. You have to address the root of the matter. It's not by dispersing the peaceful protesters. Have they destroyed anybody? Have they abused anybody in the first place? Why now attacking them? Even the Lekki one now, there are claims. It's not even. I have not seen the video anyway. The video something. But I learned the security people fired the protesters in uniform. Why? Why?
And we saw a video where they are singing national anthem and they are still shot.
How can you sing national anthem and then you are shooting people now? Can you imagine? These protesters, they didn't do that. So who ordered the shooting? From where?
The issue of being happy, there is nothing to be happy about, because we are in the state of anarchy in the country. As a youth like me, this country is a country comprises of many ethnicity and tribal religion and so forth, so on. And this youth, like the youth of Nigeria, we have a lot of issues that this government or Nigerian government at large, maybe from 1960, maybe after that is from 1999, after the rule of military to civilian government, 1999, they adopted a system of British that they use and colonize Africa, which is a system of divide and rule, which till now is still existing, and is the one that make this protest of our youth that is just happening in Nigeria will not succeed. Because a situation whereby a problem that will come from southwest a northern, an average youth from north will look at it as is not a north issue, or an issue that will happen in northeast or in northwest, a southwest or a south indigene or a youth of Nigeria would consider that problem as not his own problem. So this government, let's say a democratic or Nigerian system of democratic, have really won the heart of youth, and they will continue. They have been doing it, and they will continue to do it. If not, before now, of course, there is a issue of how many thousands are killed in Zamfara, how many thousands are killed in Katsina. Every day we watch news, we come to look at the day update on the papers, and this issue is the same. But Nigerian youth have not wake up one day to say, okay, in order, if northerners, maybe because they regard northern people as uneducated people, maybe they are not enlightened. But if so, okay, those ones that are educated from the south, have they raised the voice in order, maybe it will ginger, or it will morale the northern youth to say that yes, we have been sleeping in the slumber. Okay, this our brother from so place. It never happened like that. So likewise, when the issue of protest came, those same system or those same politicians apply it to this present protest. So the northern youth are not looking at it as a issue of betterment of Nigeria, because of course they have been into a trauma of Boko Haram, and any average southerner, when he see you from north, he see you as a Boko Haram or someone who is in support, which is not what we are to address in this country. Okay, Senate, how much is their allowance they collect in a month? Approximately, they are talking about 30 million. How much is Nigerian police is collecting? They say they've increased their issue of increasing salary in this country is not the problem, but in implementation. Because in the paper we heard that police are receiving about 80 or 90,000, but if you meet an average policeman on the checkpoint here, if you can ask you for him to tell you the truth, he don't see up to 50. Is some of them, they say they remove their, what is it called, this what is it called, this retirement, whatever, that is pension, and this, they collect about 49,000, and now they will say that they are giving it. Have you ever stand up and say, okay, because anytime you meet a policeman standing on the road, maybe trying to protect the life and property of the citizens, you look at his dress first, you know that he is not in a well condition to take, because a policeman have to be well taken care of in order to safeguard the society and the community and society at large. But Nigerian youth have never once to say, okay, let them stand before that. But some other politicians that are using, look at what is happening in the internet, because of their benefit, they will use one issue in order to achieve. Okay, this matter. Okay, as they were talking every day that this protest has no leadership. What is the aim of protest? Is to call on attention of government. If the attention is called, your leader, because there is no movement that you can succeed without a leadership. So if the government attend to them, you talk to government. If the government say, okay, we heard you, then at that spot, that leader that is representing the youth will say, okay, how long can we wait for this? If the government accept the term, you read it, every media is swing. As you come down to interview me, at that time, media must be there. After that, if such a agreement is not implemented, then the youth will still have to come back. But if you go there, okay, we started at NSAS. Okay, after NSAS, a Nigerian issue cannot be solved at one time. Okay, if you are talking of revolution, first we have neighboring countries now, e.g. Libya. On 20th of October, it marked Libya 9 years of what happened. Okay, look what happened in Algeria, are they living in better condition? Okay, if we can learn from them, if their condition is in better shape, then okay, let's go. But if don't even go about the Western country, because they are never after Africans. Anytime they intervene in the issue of Africa, they know that they must get something, which is their priority from day one, how they can take over Africa or how they can recolonize Africa. So there is no any European country or America or that you say that it comes to Nigeria in order to intervene for the benefit of an average Nigerian. Never. Okay, look at what happened after the return. Most of our black African countries, not the North Africa, which are comprised of complexion Arab in North Africa. Before the downfall of Libyan leader Muammar Gaddafi, Most of our Nigerians or some other African youth, when they feel the heat of unemployment, they take a road to Europe. Most of them stop at Libya, because Libya is a country in Africa. If you live in like country like Nigeria and you go, you discover they are living in a very better condition. But what happened? In the name of democracy or in the name of making it better, how is in fact, government, as we are talking now, Libya has no single government. Every region of Libya has a certain rebel that are taking, but the Western are still draining their resources.
I pray our situation will not get.
Amen. We don't. Nobody wants. But my name, I'm Suleiman Aliu.
Thank you.
Innocent people are suffering. Like some of us, when we are a driver, no road for us to pass. This thing they are doing against between them and government, not be individual. They're supposed to go to government property, government office, stadium, where government locate for every individual to hold anything he have for him man. But blocking the road, attacking people's store, parking some people property, damage car seller is very wrong. But if they remain for only attack the government, we are fully supported. Thank you. Seidu Yahaya.
Sir, your name, sir?
Joseph Ati. That is my name.
I can see you moving. What have you gotten from this paper today?
You see, let me be honest with you.
Mm.
Our problem in this country is the level of illiteracy in this country is so high. And what baffles me is that people who claim that they are educated, they are the worst.
How?
The reason is this. They don't see the reason from the bottom.
But you do.
You see, what I see is this. No other country will claim that it's helping Nigeria. No. And what I want my fellow Nigerians to know is this. Most of these Asian countries, Europe and the rest, they are envious of us because God has blessed us a lot. And they are envious of us. They will never ever think to do something good in this country.
So what has that one got to do with what is going on here now?
What is going on is this. This problem, it is a collective problem. Nobody will say that it's not the cause of this problem. We are the cause of this problem ourselves. The reason is this. Where are the leaders? Those leaders come from us. They are our parents. They are our children. Tomorrow, you will not be there. Today, you will be criticizing the government. If you are there, you will do the worst. That is the reason why I'm saying so. Most of our leaders that are there now, they were not there from the past. They are the same people criticizing those leaders that were there. They are there now. It's the same problem. That is the reason why I say this problem is our own.
So what should be the solution now?
The solution is very simple. Let me and you change our attitude. Do you know that a fellow Nigerian cannot trust his own fellow Nigerian? That is the truth. In this country, if you don't lie, you will not feed. I'm telling you the truth. I'm a businessman. I know what I face. If a client comes to me and I tell the person the truth, he goes. But if I lie, I walk. I'm saying the truth, and it is depth in my heart. And that is what is happening everywhere. I will give you an example. When this government came, Ibe Kachuku said, this problem they saw in petroleum, it will take like 6 months before they will say, oh, everybody shouted. Hey. Those dealers in petroleum, they start calling their friends, they short. Our Nigerian mentality. To cause artificial scarcity. Do you know what? Somebody tapping, oh God, this is Nigeria, they don't like truth. He now readdress that, oh, he's sorry, this is if you are not, if you can quote me, I stand to be corrected. They say it was April, everything will be over. Behold, in fact, I will never forget that. I was watching, I was counting. It was that June that the man said initially that we are now, you will not see queues again. That is to tell you that we Nigerians ourselves, we don't like the truth. You see, initially, the demonstration was peaceful, going by the side. In fact, they were controlling traffic. After 2 days, what do you see? They will block the road totally. Okay, ask yourself, where your right stops, that is where my own starts. If you are protesting, fine. Give way to others so that the economy will flow. See, violence will not help anybody. Even if you are the one to cause it, you will still be affected. After 3 days, what happened? They say it was hoodlum. Where are those hoodlums? You cannot trust 1 million people. People among those protesters, they are the ones that started problem. Maybe few they have their own genuine cause, but the others, you can't know their mind. And you know our country, we don't want to work. We need sharp money. Take it or leave it. So what are we going to do? The solution is simple. Me and you, let us change our attitude. Things will be better. Start from like me. If you come to me as a businessman, I tell you the truth. If you don't like it, I say try another person, and behold, they always come back. So if it is another person can does that, it will be one day we were arguing in my shop. Somebody, I saw a palm sander from his leg. In fact, he was selling, I bought one for 3,000 naira. And when I was working, somebody will look at it, say, make I remove the palm sander and sell to him for 4,000 naira. As a businessman, I saw business there. I called this young man, where did you get this? We bargain price. He said, I can get it for 2,400. You see, I was targeting if I can say 3,000 or 3,500, I will gain. Okay, I bring money. I trusted him. Give me those people that are doing it for you. He took the one number of his sister. He said, this girl is those brothers, sisters. I called him. I said, this is what I want. We agree. I paid for 25 pieces, 60,000 naira. Behold, this is 2 years now. What this guy brought to me was so shocking that you cannot even sell it at the rate of 1,000 naira. I say, young man, this is what we agree. See the old one I bought for you. I can still sell it 3,500. I needed something like this. We agreed. What did you do this? Okay, take it, sell it, make gain, and give me back my money. As I'm talking to you now, we are together, we were arguing. I say, look at you. Like this somebody, like your character now, you are an IG or commissioner of police or a chairman of a local government. What would those people see? But you are the same person condemning everybody here. Just what we transact, that's a small something. This is 2 years. 1 naira you have not given me. If I'm so wicked, do you know what I will do to you?
So in short, the problem of this country is we are the source.
Yes, our attitude, our character. Why we don't obey rules? I tell them, see, we have good rules here. We have good constitution, but we don't obey them. The other guy say, if the government is sincere enough, he gives somebody a work to do. If you don't do it, sack it. I say, you see, like the president is not be everywhere. He delegates some people, and if those people are so corrupt enough, it will not work. The person we want to do his work, the person we bribe. See, you are in charge of this, you have done bad, this. They say, no problem, take 1 million naira. Who is the cause? Is it the president or the commissioner? Are we not the one?
Where are we not the one? Your name, sir?
I'm Mr. Joseph Ati.
Joseph Atim,
businessman.
where we just have a chat with Mr. Joseph Atim. This is GTV, live on the street from Kado, Secretariat Junction, Nasarawa State. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, GTV Africa, and our Facebook, GTV Africa Services. Share our story for other people to know. I am Gbemiga Olamikon.